It's a moment Detroiters and Tigers fans have been waiting a really long time for. The Tigers hosting their first playoff game since 2014. But of course, it comes at a price, as it always does. Some fans say tickets have doubled, but it's not stopping them from heading downtown. Joining us now for a look at the demand in place for today's game and also to share some tips for fans who are looking to attend is Kyle Zorn. Kyle, good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, good to have you with us. Okay, so first we talked a lot about tickets and ticket prices. What sort of advice do you have for fans when it comes to tickets?
Yeah, for sure. Especially for today's game, since it's at 3 o'clock. I would imagine if you waited a few hours before the game, that you might be able to get a discount on pricing, just because it's harder for a lot of people to take off work or pull kids out of school. We will see most likely see those prices drop. Whereas a game for on Thursday, which could be a potential closeout game, it's gonna be a little bit more in demand. So buying early may not be the best case, as there will be a lot of fans looking out to get out to that game.
Look, and you know, as the game gets closer and closer, you always have to worry about scams. I mean, so many of us have fallen victim to scams. You buy tickets online and you think they're legit, only to get there and find out that you're out a lot of money. What sort of advice do you have for folks navigating that?
Yeah, for sure. Especially on social media. If it sounds too good to be true, it generally is. Always buy on a major marketplace. Most have a guarantee so that if there ever was an issue with your ticket, you would get a replacement. But with tickets being transferred to your account on these major marketplaces, you're generally in a good position. On TickPick, we do have a guarantee so that if you make that purchase, you know that you are protected. But just be very cautious on social media when a lot of individuals say they have tickets for a great deal.
Yeah, and obviously these tickets right now are the hottest ticket in town. I mean, do you think if folks don't have tickets for tomorrow, at this point, would you say you're completely out of luck, or is there some sort of strategy you have to kind of navigate that and maybe get lucky and get your hands on some tickets?
Yeah, so it's generally so we will have tickets all the way up until game time. So if you don't have to stress about getting tickets, there will be tickets all the way up until first pitch, sometimes into the first inning. Advice I have is with the playoffs, especially for these series, it's generally kind of like a gamble. So right now the series is tied 1-1. If the Tigers were to win today, you're going to see the ticket prices for Thursday pop up. Demand will be through the roof, just as these closeout games are going to be the most volatile. If they were to, and obviously not what anybody wants, if they were to lose today, you're going to see the prices for tomorrow drop pretty significantly. So tomorrow's game is going to be the most volatile, or Thursday's game, I'm sorry.
Okay, so really quickly, too, before we let you go, let's do some numbers here. I mean, we heard about the standing room only tickets for about $100 or so. How high are prices going? What have you seen, even for tomorrow's game?
Yeah, so if you want to take it behind the home plate, it's generally going to cost you around $400 to $500. The best seats going for around $1,000 to $1,500 if you want the front row in some of these positions behind home plate. So if you want to take it out in the outfield, it's going to be around $200 to $250. But standing room right now for today, around 120, 170 for an actual seat. Tomorrow, though, you may most likely will see those pop up if the Tigers were to win today.
Ooh, $1,500. All right, that is steep. Thank you so much, Kyle. We appreciate you joining us.